Wilson now to throw on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bell. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 11 yards there, 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Williamson, his 2nd sack of the night. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now Brown. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Green 80! Check 26, check 26. One flap.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Ingram hauls it in. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Wilson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Touchdown, Jaguars! Tyler Lockett, 55 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams there to make the grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Wilson, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The left side completion to Jones. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, a screen to Bell. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Bryant is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. On the right side, caught by Green. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Number 53, number 53. Exit, exit. Kill. Check.
There's Wilson. And caught, right side, Green. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he scores! No flags anywhere.